What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? No, he doesn't even know what it's called. What's it called? What's it called?
An interesting development in the world of what's it called.
Yeah.
In the past week or two, Caleb and I we did the exact same thing. It was almost the exact same post. We took our
Oh yeah. Yep.
we each took our poster that we're selling in the what's it called store that's like making fun of those like lib
Dude, I got
we
it right here.
accept everyone. Yeah, what does it say again?
It says, in this house,
We believe. That's
we
right.
believe
Cops fucking rule. Women are dumb.
dumb.
Everyone's illegal.
Everyone's
Science is
illegal.
fake.
Science
Love
is
is gay,
fake.
and
Love
I'm a
is gay,
bitch.
and I'm a bitch.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So we each like took a photo and then collabed with the what's it called account, and mine got like 1,300 likes,
Mhm.
and Caleb's got taken down for hate speech.
I mean,
What
you
am-
can't have posts perform much differently than that. One of them was the most liked post in the history of what's it
Of
called.
what's it called? Absolutely.
And now I'm not eligible for brand stuff. They took away my eligibility to to get paid.
Yo, dude, it's a really
Oh,
interesting
man.
evolution of the story of us. I think we all found out that day
So funny.
that Dave Ross fans are cool and Caleb Simon fans are fucking dorks, dude.
Oh, it's
Who
such a
aren't
bummer.
fun at all.
Me and Jenny were trying to figure out. We were like, what's more likely, that it's someone who I grew up with who just doesn't like that I cussed, or is it like a lefty who
Yeah.
thinks I really mean women are dumb? It's like it could have been from either side. I don't know.
I definitely had the like, you know, we were as this has evolved, like we talked about on the Patreon, and people liked it as much as we did. So then we were talking about on the regular episode, and our fan and friend Underwater Space Bimbo kindly made one and sent it to us, and we showed it to people and they liked it. Like at each one of those steps, admittedly I was like, you know, I don't know, I could see statements in this obviously ironic thing, like hitting some people and being like, I don't like that. You know what I mean? Because whatever,
Yeah.
things upset people. But that never happened at all. Matter of fact, when I shared it on Instagram is where it got viewed the most. And like women were the ones that were like overwhelmingly be like, I fucking love this, you know, the
Yeah.
women who follow me. And I did get like a little bit of like a couple friends being like, hey, fuck you a little, but that was also funny, you know. We're all kind of doing jokes about this. So yeah, I don't even know how to guess, dude. Like I can imagine anyone getting mad about anything. And so I don't know at all. Both are funny.
Yeah.
Someone
either
reading
one.
that and being like, women aren't dumb. It's so
Science is not fake.
He's not a bitch.
Like, what was I have to know which one tipped him off, because it's
Or
like
maybe it's somebody who like maybe it's like too many layers of irony. Maybe someone was like, I know that Caleb is saying cops fucking rule because what he means is cops don't rule, and I'm a cop, you know?
I guess.
I'm
I
not
just
saying
don't-
I just really love that. Whoever reported you for that, no matter what they actually are, they're a cop. That's
it's
what a
really
cop
funny.
is. Just you
I'm
got a
just
hall
amazed.
monitor following you on Instagram, dude. You
I wonder if
got
it's the same person that got me banned from Twitter for the Joe Biden stuff.
Ooh, damn, dude.
But I kind of doubt it. I don't know. It makes no sense. It makes no sense to. My theory is it was on someone's Discover page. They have no idea who I am or what the podcast is. They're just like, oh
Mhm.
my God, can you believe people are putting this sign up. This sign is, I disagree with everything on this sign.
Damn, you're probably right. That's
Yeah.
probably you're right. It's somebody who does not process humor, of which I think if the world has taught us anything in the past few years, it's that's almost everyone.
Yeah.
And yeah, there are just people that like don't have that filter and read it, and we're like, wow, this is the opposite of who I am.
Yeah. All they know about the internet, they're like, this guy's like Andrew Tate. He's just letting it rip.
I know. Could you imagine, dude? The thing is about the sign is that I think the key part of the sign is that it says "I'm a bitch"
At the end. It says, "I'm a bitch." Yeah.
Yeah, like that just really hammers home that there's just no way this is real. I just
Right. But maybe they agree with all that. They're like, women are dumb, science is fake, love is gay, but I'm not a bitch. So they're saying all my beliefs are bitch beliefs.
So that's what I'm saying.
Who knows?
That's what I'm saying about maybe a cops rule guy. Either way, whoever did it thinks cops rule, thinks some kind of cop rules. You know,
I just thought I would see the people liking it, and it was like all my Republican friends liked it, all my Democrat friends, everybody seemed to like it and think it was
it's
dumb and
stupid.
funny.
It's
someone out there didn't like it.
That's fucking man. Or someone really liked it and was and was real funny. You know what I mean?
I mean, it is pretty funny.
To just get it taken down, some comedian maybe was like, you are a bitch.
I guess. It's so weird to wake up and you're like, I wonder how my post is doing. And it's gone. And now I'm like, I can't.
The thing about something getting reported for hate speech too, and then taken down is it has to be reported and then looked at by Meta. And then, so someone who worked at Meta read it.
And was like, absolutely, this is inappropriate. Not on my Instagram.
Damn, that's so interesting. Maybe mine got reported too, and I just got like a cool Meta person that day.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Now I don't know what to post anymore. I don't know what's
We'll certainly stop posting all that brand stuff you've been posting. Yeah, one time I made this thing that was like Chris Charpentier. I had him on my solo podcast, like, well, a few times, but one of the times I had him on, I did this thing where I forget exactly what it was, but I was just like promoting it, and I made all these graphics that made it look like, I think it was that Chris's head was on a bottle of shampoo. I was like, listen to the podcast. I got Chris Charpentier, the new face of Pert Plus or something. And I would just kept photoshopping Chris's head onto bottles of Pert Plus or whatever. And, and then I got this message. And I got this message from Instagram that was like, did Pert Plus authorize you to do this? And it's like, God damn it, man. Do they care?
It's also like some things are jokes. Like,
yeah,
I don't want to sound like a real right-wing nut job, but like I'm not allowed to pretend something.
Yeah,
like, I can't pretend my friend is a shampoo bottle. Like, whoa.
Yeah. No, that is a lot of people's argument on like on the liberal side, especially, just like, well, sometimes I think pretend is okay, but pretend becomes real pretty quick.
Oh, I know. Like kids in the yard played cops and robbers, and the FBI shows up. Are any of you officers of the law? The kids are like, what?
I think it's time to defund my kids.
A cab includes your 4-year-old.
Yeah,
with a Nerf gun.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Why doesn't Nerf sell hugs? If I could buy a Nerf hug for my kids, I would. Man, yeah. My kids are gonna be playing all kinds of fucking gun games, dude. I'm gonna buy my kids all the fake guns. It's gonna be a bloodbath, dude. And it's gonna be a fake bloodbath, but it's gonna be a fucking bloodbath.
Oh man.
I'm gonna have
Me
two
and
kids for
Jenny-
sure, and they're gonna kill each other every day.
Dude, I was thinking about my dad and like the maddest I ever saw. He didn't really get mad much, but there's one time where he was very mad, and it was like, I would say 35 seconds after he gave me a BB gun, I was like, "Oh, a gun?" He was like, "Yeah, but it doesn't like kill people." I immediately shot him with it. He got really mad. He got really mad.
That's so funny, dude. Of course he got mad, but
I mean, I think he was really mad. His kid was a fucking idiot. Is the main.
I think he was mad that he was an idiot. He gave a gun to his son, and then the thing that would happen happened right away. Like there wasn't even a waiting period. He was like, I don't know, maybe he'll, in his mind somewhere, he was like,
Right.
I'm sure he'll probably shoot me once. But you were just like, "Ah, that's his fault." How old were you?
I don't even remember. It was a core memory of him being
So you
very,
were like
very
6.
mad. I was I was not old. I was a young little piece of shit.
What kind of young though? Like 6, 7, that kind of age?
Yeah, I'd say around there.
Oh,
And in my head, I was like, "Oh, he's a big man. Like, I'm sure this would hurt me, but like."
Dude, this is for sure his fault. He was mad at himself for sure.
He
You
didn't
give your
look mad at himself. He looked mad at me. I thought I was about to get kicked to the moon.
That's a whole generation of people that do that. Whenever they're mad at themselves, they get mad at their kids.
Okay.
Look, it's just true. And
There's a lot of blame to go around that day.
I disagree with you. That is not your fault. You're a 6-year-old kid. You have a gun. You're like, ha, hell yeah. Why wouldn't you shoot the first thing you see?
I think
You
I
know?
thought of it like, I was thinking of it like, oh, this is gonna be like wrestling. Like this is like not a,
Of course.
but I didn't realize that getting shot with a BB still hurts.
Caleb, I don't understand why you're blaming little Caleb on for this at all.
I ran really fast and I got away. I think he was very upset. He ran right after me, and I ran away.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't be upset? It hurts, and you get mad at
does
the thing
hurt.
that hurt you. But still, come on, man, that's on you, dude. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm gonna
could stand up with a BB gun and
shot hecklers. That would be so awesome with an airsoft gun. Just like, don't fucking talk. Damn, that would be fucking awesome.
Those reels are getting some views on Instagram. Dave shoots a heckler.
Dude. Yeah. Comedian kills heckler.
But it's funnier for it to be a BB gun where they're just like, hey. And you're like,
Come on. Damn, dude. That's very funny. Also, dude, now I want to make a sketch called Comedian Shoots Heckler in the Head. And it's just 4 seconds. I get interrupted and I just fucking kill this guy.
oh yeah, dude.
Just a gruesome fucking like
Oh yeah, get some good special effects.
comedian beats the fuck out of heckler. That's so funny, dude. That's a series I want to make. And the same
Yeah.
thing happens in every video. I beat the fuck out of the heckler.
I want to see one where you shoot it like a little 3-minute movie where
Mhm.
you get heckled, and then after the show you follow the audience member to their car.
Yeah,
You follow them home.
that's right. I break into their house and I beat the fuck out of them. Comedian
You,
beat.
like, shake them awake and just start beating. like
Okay, one of them
like
starts.
a crowbar.
One of them, it looks like a really beautiful comedy special. One of those where like you're in the green room and you're like, you ready? I'm like, yeah, dude, time to go. And it's like shot really well. And I walk out into theater and I wave and everyone's cheering. And then a guy heckles me and I just dive into the crowd and beat the shit out of him.
I mean, we got to make it now.
We gotta make
it now.
these, yeah. Yo, you know what I'm ready to bring back, by the way? I did a re-edit. So you remember about a year ago, we had an idea for a show, and the show was called No.
Yes.
Yeah,
Love
it was
No.
a ancient aliens type show, and
Mhm.
where the answer is always no. And we were like talking
Yeah.
about it on the podcast and really laughing, and then we made a sketch of it that I ended up taking down because it didn't get seen a lot, and I thought it was such a good idea. I wanted to like do it again, and like I think we sort of confused ourselves when we were talking about it. By the way, like we're laughing about the idea on the podcast, and then as we were talking about it, we were like, oh, actually, I think that calling it no ruins the joke, and we should
Right.
just make it seem like an ancient alien show, and then have the answer be. So it's like, it's just it's like the concept is, if you don't remember this episode and you're listening, um, does this, did the ancient Egyptians have the ability uh, to fly around the world in airplane style vehicles? No, they didn't.
Yeah, we should call it like History Mystery or something.
So that's what we thought, dude. And we made it called Questions Answered. And then we made
Yeah.
one, and the answer was no. And I went back and looked at it, and nah, dude, it should be called No. And and I recut it so it's called No, and I think it's really funny. We'll put it out.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah,
No's
yeah.
coming back.
Nose bat. No. No. No.
Yeah, we got to do a
Um,
bunch after Indiana Jones. I want to do a bunch of damn.
Oh, I still haven't seen Dial of Destiny, though, dude. So, on your recommendation, I've been rewatching. I rewatched the first three,
Oh
and
yeah,
now
dude.
I'm at Crystal Skull, which I haven't seen the whole thing of yet.
Boy,
Those first three
get
are
ready.
when I was a
Unbelievable.
kid, I hated the second one because the bugs and snakes like really grossed me out and scared me.
Mhm.
So I have and I loved, and I was like 7 years old when Last Crusade came out. So I saw it in
hell
the
yeah.
theater.
Oh, dude, I'm jealous. That's the coolest thing I ever heard.
Totally. And so that one I loved it so much that whenever I've gone to see an Indiana Jones movie, I've always watched that one. So I've seen that one like hundreds of times probably. I've seen the first one a few times because every time I went to watch one, I was like, I'm just going to go to Crusade. And then I
Yeah.
didn't really fuck with the second one because of all the bugs. So I watched all three, and holy fuck, dude. I didn't realize what a fun, great movie Temple of Doom is. It's
Yeah, man.
so crazy. It's one of the most exciting movies I've ever. There's like
It's amazing.
there's literally like the way the movie opens, there's like a massive fight at a nightclub, and then there's like a car chase scene, and then they're in a plane, and there's a fight on the plane, and then they have to like the pilots, they like drug them, and then the pilots jump out, and he has to fly the plane, and then they jump out in a raft, and the raft lands in a really rough whitewater river. It's like, holy fuck, dude. How many like
Dude,
even one of those
yeah.
things would be fun.
Yeah.
The movie
Yeah.
ends with a minecart chase scene where there are two minecart tracks that are next to each other, and they're like shooting and punching each other across these minecarts. And then a like massive like tidal wave of water enters that tunnel, and they have to fucking like dive out of it off of this cliff, and then they're on a fucking rope bridge, and the rope bridge splits, and they're like fighting these swordsmen hanging from the bridge, and
There's crocodiles.
there's crocodiles below them. It's like, what the fuck? When they were writing this, I would imagine they were just like, someone at some point was like, I think this is a little much, and they were like, do it.
Do it.
Do it, make it nuts.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's so crazy. I watched that opening so much because you forget how much happens. There's the dance thing, and then he comes down the stairs, and he's looking cool, and he trades the ashes for the diamond. They try to stiff him on the deal, and then they poison him, and then they kill his old friend, and then he has to get the antidote, and you're like, whoa, like it starts so
Oh yeah, the
fast.
antidote. He was poisoned. That's what that was all
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
And then, because in Raiders of the Lost Ark, the first scene is he goes into the thing and he wants to get the statue, and the ball rolls down, and then he swings into the thing onto the plane. It's like it's an amazing opening scene, but it's just a few things happen,
Yeah.
But dude, in Temple of Doom, there's so much that happens, and then like a guy has a machine gun, he's like trying to kill Indy, and he's behind the gong, and then
Oh,
he jumps
yeah.
out the window, and it bounces off all these awnings with Willie into the car. Short Round is like there's a car chase scene. Then Dan Aykroyd shows up for like 15 seconds just to tell him
yeah.
where the plane is. And then they realize it's Lauchi's plane. Dude, it's so
Oh yeah.
it just doesn't let up. And next thing you know, I watch it like once a week. I watch that opening scene because it's just fun.
Yeah.
And it's a fun thing to watch before bed. It's just like it makes you have cool dreams. You're like, damn,
Huh.
I'll probably have a flying dream if I watch this.
Oh wow. I like that. That's a good way
But
to
yeah. Oh,
look at
that shit.
sleeping.
It's so funny too when the plane crashes into the side of the mountain. They're on the raft going down the snowy hill, and then they hit the thing, and then Indy's like, that wasn't so bad. Then they fall off a cliff into the river. It's just, dude, kicks ass.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, the movies are also like it's interesting the mix of serious and silly that they are, right? Like
Yeah.
there aren't a lot of movies that can do. I was really, I'm like really impressed. Like now, I guess I hadn't watched them having been somebody who makes stuff, and I was like,
Yeah.
wow, because they're very funny, but they don't
Yeah.
seem like it's not a comedy.
No.
With how funny they are and how sort of like slapsticky, like the way that Nazis die in those movies is fucking like Three Stooges shit. Their cars do like fucking 3 front flips in the air before like smashing to the ground and exploding. It's like another thing that's really funny about the movies is how they take place in like 1938, 1937, 1938. And his feeling about Nazis is he's like, I do not like these guys. They're like the most evil people of all time.
Yeah.
And he's like,
I hate them.
Yuck, dude. There's like a
They're
scene
always stealing my statues.
yeah, exactly. There's a scene in The Last Crusade where he has to go to a Nazi book burning that Hitler is at. A massive book burning that they're all like dancing and partying around this pile of burning books. He dresses as a Nazi officer to go get his like notebook from, and he's just like, "Oh, this sucks." It's like you're in hell right now. This is the worst place on earth. And he's like, "Oh,
oh boy, Hitler again. This guy's a
God.
bitch."
Yeah, dude. God, I hate it. I hope I never see Hitler again.
I love there's an old interview of Harrison Ford, and they're like, "What's this new thing you're working on?" And it's like way super old interview. And he goes, "It's called Indiana Jones, And they're like, "What's it about?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's about a teacher who, when he's not teaching," and he can't help but laugh, at least describing, he's like, when he's not teaching, he goes around the world fighting Nazis for treasure. When you hear it explained like that, it is a funny premise.
It's a really funny premise.
Yeah.
There's literally in the Last Crusade, one of the lines is he's in a Scottish castle finding his dad, and he doesn't know who has his dad. And he like looks over the balcony and he sees a room full of like scheming Nazis. They're like pointing at maps and stuff. And he goes, "Ugh, Nazis. I hate these guys."
And the hijinks. It's like he says that to the Nazi that the Nazi spy he's sleeping with.
That he just had sex with. Yeah, totally. And then you find out that his dad also had sex with her. It's like, what's happening in this movie?
And it's not a comedy. What I love about it is that so many things are funny, but none of the characters are trying to be funny.
Yes.
Like, I hate in a comedy when every character is a funny person being funny and trying to be funny. it kills me. It's just like, make the thing funny. Don't make the character be like a goofy.
Oh my God,
bastard.
that's you know what? That's I never realized it. That's exactly what I don't like about Judd Apatow movies. Judd Apatow movies are like these guys are all hanging out. He's like trying to make movies where you want to hang out with the people you're watching. Whereas like there's like Hurley movies, the fucking Chris Farley and David Spade ones. The characters are like fucked up people, and watching them
Yeah.
interact is funny. You know, like Chris Farley's character didn't try to fall on that table. He just did, and that's
Yeah,
what was
yeah.
funny. Another thing about it that's interesting to me is like there are things that happen in Indiana Jones that are really like in a lot of other situations would be overdone and corny.
Yeah.
And Seinfeld does this too. Like they do a lot of like connecting a lot of dots where life is just not like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like when you watch an episode of Seinfeld, there's like an A, B, C, and D story, and somehow by the end they're all related. You know,
Yeah.
finding out that Putty is Christian has something to do with George trying to hook up with this girl. You know, and at the beginning of Last Crusade, it's like a flashback where Indiana Jones is a kid, and in the one sequence at the beginning of the movie, he's a Boy Scout. And he like comes across these guys that are like stealing Coronado's gold cross. I've seen this movie so many times.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. And in that sequence, he like steals it from them, runs from them, and ends up on a magician's train. Which
Yeah.
when I was
Like
watching it,
yeah, it's a circus.
yeah, a circus train. And then when I was watching it this time, I was like, it is crazy that I believed that this exists, that a circus gets its own train. I just don't think that that's what happened.
Right.
I don't
Well, in
think-
your head, you go, oh, it's 1917. I'm sure this was very common. This is the old days. There were circus trains.
circus trains where a circus could afford a whole train and could like
and the
book-
giraffes are just transported with their heads sticking out the top.
Exactly.
know?
Yeah, exactly. And there's like just a rhinoceros on the train that when you piss it off, it shoves its horn through the roof. Like that, like none of this would ever happen. But so he like runs from them and he ends up and then they end up like fighting on the train and he runs away from them. And like in that one little scenario, every single specific detail about Indiana Jones's personality and look happens. Like the main
Yeah.
guy who's stealing the cross gives his hat to Indiana, and that's the Indiana Jones hat. He's in the like lion car and he pulls the whip out
Mhm.
and he starts whipping, and that's where he gets his whip. And when he's whipping, it hits him in the chin, and that's how he gets his scar on the chin.
Yeah.
And I was watching it and I was like, damn, I like life is not like this. You don't get your whole personality in 5 minutes. But I believe it
Oh, yeah.
for some reason. I like
And he develops his fear of snakes because you see him with his friend in the cave.
right.
And he's like, it's just a snake. And then he develops a snake fear and he becomes slightly jaded because by the end of it, he's like, oh, doing the right thing doesn't pay off. And then
right.
the next thing his character does in the chronological order is he's just selling artifacts. He doesn't want them in a museum. He's in the Temple of Dooms trading it for a diamond. Like, and he's kind of so it like changes it sets him up perfectly for right before Temple of Doom. And it
Yeah.
happens in the span of like 10 minutes.
Wait, what are you talking about right before Temple of Doom?
Because the next thing that happens chronologically in the Indiana Jones universe is Temple of Doom. Because Temple of Doom is before Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh, it is. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Mhm.
Oh, huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
How about that?
And it's like a year before Raider. That's why, there's he hasn't run into the Nazis yet. He's still dealing with temples. Yeah, I hate these guys.
I hate snakes and I hate Nazis.
That's what I like about the new one is the Nazis are back. It wasn't as fun in Crystal Skull. It's the Soviets.
The Russians,
Um,
yeah, dude.
Yeah, and it's not as fun. It's like the Nazis are it's fun to watch it. Mads Mikkelsen is the perfect Nazi.
Yeah, dude, it's got to be Nazis, man. Russians, or as I like to call them, snow Nazis. Uh, they're
Dude,
just
there's a
not.
line I hate so much in Crystal Skull when one of the Russians goes, "Any last words, Mr. Jones?" And he goes, "I like Ike." And I'm just like,
Oh
ugh.
my god.
Why would your last words be a president's slogan?
Also, like, dude, it is cool that this is a period piece. That was always one of the cool things about it.
Mhm.
But we weren't alive then. You can't make pop culture references from then because we don't know what you're talking about. I know what I Like Ike is, but barely, dude. Like you're not like gonna give me the jollies by saying something that happened when my mom was a kid.
I know. And it wouldn't even hold up if it was contemporary. If his
Right.
last words were
Make America great again.
it's like, no.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
I'm with her.
Yeah.
It's like, no. Don't say it, Indy.
Yo, that would rule, dude. I'm with her, dude. Oh my god, dude. Or if like, you know what would be sick would be if he was a big fan of like one of the Democratic candidates who lost the primary.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Vote for John Edwards.
Indiana Jones's last words were vote for John Edwards.
Do you have any last words, Mr. Jones? I'm a Kucinich man. Dude.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion. Oh boy. Indy.
Oh, yeah. Oh man. Who was John
Build Back
Kerry's
Better.
running mate?
I think it was Edwards. It was Edwards.
Yeah. You have any last words, Mr. Jones? Kerry Edwards 2004. Oh
I
boy.
don't like the idea of Indiana Jones voting. It ruins the whole thing.
Oh my god,
That he's
that's
like
true.
got an allegiance to such a bummer.
Yeah, that he voted for Eisenhower.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's supposed to not give a shit about that stuff.
Yeah, he's swinging around on a whip in a cave looking
Yeah.
for like artifacts with magical powers.
He hates Nazis. He should hate everyone in uniform. That would be so awesome if they made a new one and he was like, oh, firefighters, I hate these guys. And he has to like fight a bunch of firemen. It's
damn.
like
He
he just like beats the shit out of a bunch of paramedics.
That's something you don't think about, that there were like Nazi firemen who were
Yeah,
like
dude.
they had a big swastika on the fire truck.
Yeah, Indiana Jones and the ambulance of death.
Oh man. Oh, that is fun. It's
Yeah,
gotta
dude.
be at a certain point you run out of Nazis, but yeah, the new one is, you should see it.
I
You should
will.
see it.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
see it in theater, dude. I'm excited.
Let me know
And I
how
hear it's-
you like Crystal Skull.
Yeah, I'm having trouble watching it because I've seen the first 30 minutes and it's really bad, man. I really
Yeah.
hate it. He seems like he's not well, like the actor. He seems like he's not
Yeah.
doing very well in it. Yeah.
It's a weird one. That one's really weird. It's not the worst movie ever, but it is like when, it left on Last Crusade, which is a great way to leave it. And then
Yeah.
it's like, and then you come back all those years later, and it's like, you've seen the Maverick do that, where it's like, it's been a long time, but here's something pretty good. This is like, we tried really hard, and everybody
Yeah.
loves it. And it's like Crystal Skull was just like, that's what y'all had all this time to cook something up. And it was that shit. It's Shia LaBeouf swinging around talking to monkeys on like the fuck. What
Crazy.
the fuck, man?
I still, yeah. And there's like ninja zombies in that movie. I've
Yep.
gotten to that part.
Parkour undead people.
What's going on, dude?
Yeah. It's really, really silly. It's very
It's really
silly.
silly, yeah.
And they just recast characters. Not even recast. They're like, here's another guy that's kind of like the old one. And
The British
it's
guy?
so weird. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like, I don't
dude.
like this guy. I don't
Yeah.
like his face.
Yeah, I don't like it one bit. But I'm gonna finish it because I want to. I think it's
Yeah.
necessary.
It'll make you like Dial of Destiny more.
Hell yeah.
Because
dude.
if it had
Yeah.
been Last Crusade and then there was no and then it just went straight to Dial of Destiny, I could see how people might hate it. But it's like I think it's better than Crystal Skull. But if you disagree, tweet at us on our new thread. Our new threads.
I haven't seen Dial of Destiny, but you know what I like to imagine, since like so what I know is that it's good and the Nazis are back, but also it's been like updated for Harrison Ford's current age.
Yeah.
So I would really love an Indiana Jones movie where he's dealing with the Nazis that exist right now. You know?
Yeah.
He's like, Nazis, I hate these guys.
45.
And he's just watching InfoWars.
He's the guy that punched Richard Spencer with a wrench.
Yeah, totally. Because he thought Richard Spencer had like the Hope Diamond on him or something. And you imagine like Indiana Jones is like, no ticket. And then the guy goes,
I'll suck your dick.
Yeah, Indiana Jones versus Kanye West.
Yeah, totally.
Indiana Jones and the Beautiful Twisted Fantasy.
Oh, hey, there you go. I also think just like the first opinion we've ever gotten from him is I like Ike. And I don't want to know any of his opinions past that. I think Indiana Jones is probably a Nazi when it comes down to it. You know what I mean? I think his thoughts are going to be pretty crazy.
Yeah, I think there's a reason he never gets all his political beliefs are, I don't like Nazis.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Right. Like, I think you just don't let guys like that talk. Like, if Indiana Jones had a podcast, it would be a fucking nightmare, dude.
Oh, I know.
God, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's no way he's got really woke opinions on women.
No, totally. There's no way. Yeah, dude. Yeah,
dude. Like, as if you do the math, him and Marion, that like in the first one, she's like her dad was the teacher, and then she's like, I was a kid, and you're like, wait a minute, what is like if you do the math, their relationship started and then she was much younger.
A kid, right?
Yeah, but that's Indy. That's Indy for you.
Totally. He's just like, oh, can you believe this? You can't even carry a whip on a plane anymore. What is this world coming to? Yeah. I apparently, everybody on Twitter says that I am not allowed to tell my wife to stop talking.
In Temple of Doom, it ends with Willie walking off, and he lassos her with he whips.
He does. He fucking whips her. He lassos her, but it's not a lasso. He just like whips around her and then pulls her in. She's saying like, I hate you and I'm not going to talk to you.
Yeah.
And he puts a whip around her and pulls her in and kisses her.
Indy said you got to whip these hoes, man.
Yeah, dude.
That's the most gangster shit. And then the whole village cheers. They're like, he whipped her. Like all these child slaves just got freed. Oh, look at Indy go.
Yeah,
he's letting these hoes go.
The Indiana Jones podcast is would fucking suck. Indiana Jones and the $5 Patreon level. We've been talking about Indiana Jones for like 30 minutes, dude.
I know. It's a good movie. Check it out if you haven't heard of it.
Let's take a little break, do an ad, and then we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
What's it called?
Hey!
Oh, dude.
Welcome to What's
Here we
It Called? You're here at What's It Called? You're a Richard Karn. You're
That's
a sleeper.
right. Lay it down, man.
We love you so much. Lay her on down. make sure you're tipping on your dick hole, and remember that everyone on Earth has a dick hole, no matter what kind of dick they got. Even if there's
That's
no
right.
dick in there, you have a dick and there's a hole on it. Just pick. Pick your dick hole and lay down. Welcome.
That's some like Biden shit. No, I really mean it. Everybody, man, woman, if you're an American, you got a dick hole. You're like, I don't know, man.
Not only does every American have a dick hole, no one else in the world has a dick hole except Americans.
Yeah, man.
That's a true thing. That's real. that is 100% true. Okay.
dude.
And speaking of that, real quick,
The Ben Shapiro's Beard Update.
It's a little shorter. Him and his company have their razor, because remember when Gillette was like, men need to do better? They were like, no, they don't. And they came out with razors for men that don't like that. And he does that. I was listening to it for the update, and he did an ad, and he was like, Jeremy's Razors has everything you need: a beard care and trimmer, and razors, and full men's and women's facial hair care. And he goes, I'm not man enough to use all of these products, but and I was
What?
like, oh no, I couldn't tell what it was behind that statement. I'm not manly enough to use all of these products, but I'm sure some of you might be. And I was just like, oh no, maybe he heard the beard update and got a little I'm not making fun. I'm just updating the
Wow.
progress of the beard. I'm not saying he's not a man, but
it is interesting to hear that he thinks that about himself. That's
Yeah.
really strange.
yeah.
The Ben Shapiro's Beard Update.
Yeah, dude.
Our website is whatsitcalled.rodeo. We're at
Mhm.
What's It Pod on the social medias. Patreon.com/whatsitcalled if you want bonus episodes, and shop.whatsitcalled.rodeo is our web store where you can buy our very, very, very offensive sign
That's
that
right, dude.
all of Caleb's fans hate. Caleb's
Sorry.
lame ass fans, his loser fans who don't understand humor at all. I
Well,
don't know.
I think it's
Yeah.
one. I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure I have one fan who is not a fan somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, an
I hope it's not
anti-fan.
whoever's listening, because it hurt my feelings.
You got you have a hate, not
I
a
got a
hater, but
hater.
like someone who loves to hate you.
Yeah.
he's like-
well,
I was like, I'm gonna follow this piece of shit.
I mean, you're not doing well unless you get a few haters. So I'm excited. I think this is
Okay.
good for my career.
That's true.
It's very nice.
You know.
Oh, that's a new one.
Oh, I had it waiting in there. I've had it.
Do we got some new? What do we have? Any other new soundboard additions?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You have the power to end this.
Oh, but that one ended. I edited that one wrong.
No, blast you and your estrogenical trash.
I don't know why it's too short. That's so weird. I didn't mean to do
Sounds
that.
like hate speech to me.
It's very nice.
Hell yeah, dude. All right. Yeah, dude. Here, Caleb, here's a question. When you
Mhm.
found out that your video had been taken down for hate speech, would you say that was just one of those days?
Everything sucked.
Yeah, dude. This is what the message that I want to send to the person who flagged Caleb's post for hate speech.
Dude, let me
Listen.
take you through that day when I saw that it had been taken out. So I wake up at 7 a.m. hungover, and I check my Instagram.
I get up at 7 a.m. hungover.
I check my Instagram. I check my
Yeah, dude.
Instagram. I see the post there. It's got a lot of likes. I get real drunk. I fuck my wife. I have another little sip of whiskey. By now it's 7:30 a.m. I look at Instagram one more time. I like to look at Instagram. I look at it every day. And I notice it's been flagged for hate speech. And at this point, that's when I fuck my wife again.
Let's take a hot bath, dude.
Let's take it. Yeah.
And she actually said this.
Oh. I'll
Dude.
never get tired of it. I'll never
I
get
know.
tired.
Yeah, no,
My
but this
baby,
one,
shut up.
baby, shut up.
What does this woman have to do for you to dude,
Yeah.
she's drinking whiskey with you, she's sucking your dick on January 6th, and you're like,
And you're like,
"With this
"You're a
woman."
Yeah, would you shut up?
Women are all the same, dude.
Yeah, dude, they're always trying to get you to leave the Nazi rally to go fuck at the hotel. God.
Dude, my ball and chain.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, man, she's trying to suck my dick, and I'm trying to chant, "You will not replace us." Stop giving me a boner when I'm with my friends.
I mean, we can all agree on that. That's
Stop giving me a boner when I'm with my friend. Totally.
yeah, that's got to stop.
Yeah, man. I mean, for me, I'm at a comedy club and my wife wants to go home and have sex. I'm like, would you shut up?
If this is your first episode of What's It Called, we love the Alex Jones talking in detail about what he did on January 6th.
Let me recount that morning. Yeah. I mean, I'll just give you a straight up recount. I get up at 7 a.m. hungover in a suite at the Willard Hotel. I've been doing interviews the whole night before. We order breakfast, we drink coffee, I have sex with my wife, and I say, I got a hangover. Let's order a bottle of whiskey. So we get like a small bottle of whiskey, we drink it with coffee. My wife goes, I just want to stay here. I don't want to go to this. I'm exhausted. I say, no, baby, let's go. So we walk outside the Willard. That's right where they live. And it literally takes us an hour and a half with like 15 security, like in a mosh pit, to battle through these crowds and get the so-called VIP lane to go in.
And then, of course, the very end of his rant.
I mean, I'm being honest. Like, I drink whiskey. I bang my wife. I eat, a freaking scrambler.
I ate a freaking scrambler,
Which he hadn't said before. Amazing.
Yeah,
dude.
that was a new detail.
New detail. I ate a scrambler. I'm cool, dude. I have sex. I get drunk. I eat grease. All right. I do the 3 things 10-year-olds think are cool. Okay. Okay, adult fans of mine.
Oh,
Damn.
man.
And I'm saying this to prove that there's an FBI conspiracy to slander me on the news.
No one else will be the. Oh, dude, it's so good every time.
It's so good, dude. Yeah. But anyway, real quick to Caleb's hater, I want to say, hold on.
Well,
I
there's
just
a
wanna
lot of
say-
things we want to say.
Yeah, totally. It's just one of those days, and I'm feeling like a freight train. Yeah, and people like you that are out there, ruining good people's days. Oh man, they really got another thing coming. Yeah, you come and get it, man.
Come and get it.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. Should we rename My Chemical Romance?
Oh, dude, I've been waiting all year. I got some names, and I think these are good ones. I'm ready, dude.
I'm gonna let you do all of yours because I only came up with one. I wrote one, and I really liked it. I think it's really good, so I'm just gonna rest on that. Here's my name for My Chemical Romance. Mommy, I pooped.
Not bad.
I think it's pretty good, and yeah, so I think I win.
All right, I got Brotherhood of the Traveling Pants. I got
Wow, that's great, dude. That's really great.
I got Love, Guns, Death, and Bracelets.
Yeah.
Vampire Work Week. I got,
Wow, that's really. Clever,
I
dude.
like their earlier stuff better, and I don't like that either.
That's great.
The Sad Boys from Bitchtown.
Hell yeah, dude.
The Whitest Kids You Know.
Yep.
And
that's
my
good.
last one is Pink Floyd Presents Worse.
Wow. Yo, those are all good, dude. Nice.
Yeah, dude.
And
My buddy Blake really loves My Chemical Romance. So it's fun to shit on him.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Blake. Yeah,
what's up, Blake?
we were saying I like My Chemical Romance too. They're a little past my time. Like I was into the like pop punk and emo that happened just before it, and then I was kind of like getting into my 20s when they showed up, and so I didn't like latch onto them the way a lot of other people did, and
Yeah.
they're like gothier emo-y thing I didn't totally love, so I kind of ignored them and didn't love it, but now I look back and I like it. They're like a very good band that is so fun to make fun of for some reason.
Well, the name's funny, and the fandom, it's fun to make
Totally.
fun. Like, when they were hot, and I was in school, and like the people that really loved them and like wore all the stuff,
Yeah.
and like wanted to emulate them, it was kind of annoying. But once that all went away, you're like, oh, a lot of these songs are good.
They were, yeah, you know what they were that definitely makes me want to make fun of them is that they were the band that like brought into pop culture the like really stupid emo look with
Mhm.
like, because it was even, the like big emo bands like Saves the Day and Taking Back Sunday and shit. They had like the fans with the hair and the eyes and like whatever, they looked emo-y, but then My Chemical Romance was fucking huge, and that made
Yeah.
it like 100 times emo-ier. And I think that's when it started to get really silly. Like it would be hair in your eyes, but it would be dyed like burgundy.
Never heard that said with that inflection.
Burgundy. Like when part of my hair is burgundy and part of it isn't. And yeah, you know what I mean? It just got a little bit more extreme and gothier, but also when goth is like also pop, it's so, man, it's bad, dude. I can't
Goth
do
pop.
it. Yeah, man. Oh, it's just like, yeah, I'm famous and I'm sad. Dude, you're gonna
This
get
makes
it
me
from
want to
me.
see like a James Austin Johnson, RFK Jr. talking about pop culture,
Yeah, yes.
Like, oh, My Chemical Romance came out. That was just like he's talking about it like it's a big conspiracy.
Oh
That was the
yeah.
first time you saw burgundy hair dye. Shit. I don't think that means anything.
Yeah. That's funny. I didn't know that RFK Jr. talked like that.
What? Oh, dude. He has this, whatever it is. I mean, I'm sure it's wrong to make fun of, but he has a very distinct voice, some sort of throat condition that makes him speak like, Katharine Hepburn. But yeah, just Google any clip of him talking, and it's like, it's interesting because I'm like, I want to know if someone on SNL, like, is it wrong to impersonate him? Because it's like,
interesting.
But his voice kind of goes like that.
He's got a specific voice. I don't know, not necessarily bad to make fun of. Well,
I don't know. I don't know what's right anymore.
Yeah, me neither, dude.
It's one of those days.
Hold on a minute.
Oh shit.
Y'all as always crushed it with the names at What's It Pod on Twitter to jump in and rename stuff with us. We always do a game, and this week it was My Chemical Romance. What if they were a country band? And I think that was a good prompt, y'all.
Oh yeah,
good shit, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, number 10. It was really hard to pick the 10 this week, I would say, and we're already killing it. Number 10 at Boogeyman Weather, the Saggy Diaper Bathroom Band. I mean, that's great.
At Nick Sadickwid. Nick Sadickwid.
No, Nick's a dick. I quit.
Nick's a dick. I quit. Aha.
Yes.
Nick's a dick. I quit.
Yes.
At Nick's a dick. I quit. Toby Keith's I love this parade.
Hell yeah, dude. At I like Mike Perry, Florida Georgia eyeliner. Dude, that is a good ass pun, man.
At Gritzy Ross, twang, I'm sad.
Hell yeah. At Fairly Local Chef with My Chemical Dependency. Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah, dude.
At Turducken MRE, Gerard is a highway.
Dude. It's really funny. Yeah. At Worst Bios Ever, My Heterosexual Romance. It's really funny, dude.
At Of the Garza, Brooks and Gunn.
Yep. That's great. At Laundry Pants, Chemicals for My Friends, Romance for My Horses. Damn. That's so funny. Oh my God.
And our Ricky shit this week at Winslow Dumaine. The White Parade.
Yeah, dude.
Doesn't
Hell
get better than
yeah.
that.
Shout out Winslow. He's a good buddy.
Hell yeah.
Real funny. Man, y'all are the best. Thank you so much for listening. If you want more of us, patreon.com/what's it called.
Ooh, I got a few road dates.
Hell yeah, dude.
Come see me. I'll be in the South again. July 20th, I'll be in Huntsville, Alabama at the camp. July 24th. July 24th, I'll be at the Charleston Dreamers in Charleston, South Carolina. Come see me at the Dreamers. July 26th, I'll be at JJ's Bohemia in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And July 28th and 29th, I'll be at the Blue Ridge Comedy Club in Bristol, Tennessee. So come out to that. Yeah, dude.
Oh, stupid. I will. When is this coming out? I believe this is next week or in like 2 weeks. I will be at the DC Improv in the Lounge. The ticket link is up. There's a
Nice.
link on my website, davetotheross.com. July 20th through the 22nd. It says that I'll be there till the 23rd. It's like a little bit of a weird weekend. They're like billing it as a showcase and I'm closing it, but I'm headlining it and I just won't be there on the Sunday.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, other than that, come to my New Jersey show. We just did our one for July, but we do it monthly every first Friday of the month at Silverstream Studio. It's called Dave versus Dave. I run it with my buddy David Drake. And yeah, you should come. It's so much fun.
Hell yeah.
And there's a ticket link to that in my Instagram bio and on my website, davetotheross.com. I've got some other stuff. I'm going to be touring in like October, November, and December. But other than that, just, come see me in Jersey or New York.
Hell yeah.
And,
Come see Dave.
Don't flag my posts.
Please.
Yes.
If you think it's funny, please stop. It's not. I hate that shit.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you soon.
We
Bye.
love you.
What's it called? What's it called?